Today, we're going to talk about how to develop thick skin and work well under pressure. So, let's dive in. Welcome to our channel, where we talk about the journey to overall wellness. Our content is based on scientific research and our experience as physicians practicing both Western and Eastern medicine. Without further ado, let's head straight into the main topic of today's video. We all know that ultra-sensitive person. Someone who would hold on to every single statement made about them, be deeply affected by rejections, or even begin to rethink their whole life at the slightest critical evaluation. Maybe you are that person, tired of watching your skin bruise easily. In this video, you will learn 9 simple things you can do to develop a thicker skin and be able to work under pressure. Towards the end of the video, we will also be exposing our top trick for handling rejections and rebukes effectively, so be sure to stick around or else you might miss it. Number 1. Remember the positive. Adversities are a normal part of life, but when they come, refuse to succumb. Guard yourself with your past victories as armor. Many people are quick to cling to criticisms and rebukes, but never acknowledge compliments when they receive some. Each time you are tempted to give in to the negativity, remind yourself about all the positives in your life and hold on to them. A good practice is to keep a journal about your successes and the positive feedback you receive. There will be times when your inner critic will attempt to take dominance, but you can easily push your way through by remembering your victories. Number 2. Identify the original wound. Life can be easier to manage if you take some time out to determine the deeper wound predisposing you to so much hurt. Oftentimes, it is not the painful statement a person makes that causes you to break down. It is the fact that it reminds you of something hurtful from your past. By identifying the original injury and finding ways to heal it, you can focus better on the present. Simply by recognizing that you're dealing with different people now, you break ties with your hurtful past and begin to feel less affected by criticisms. Harsh criticisms from work might sting more than they ordinarily should because they remind you of a childhood filled with judgments. You don't have to have it all figured out immediately, but each day you decide to let go of the past hurt. You develop a thicker skin. Number 3. Embrace confrontation. People who struggle in the face of criticism often avoid confrontation because they worry that it might lead to a cycle of even harsher rebukes. But to develop tough skin, you have to be willing to sometimes come straight with people. Of course, kindness has to remain in the picture while you do this, but by finding the strength to talk things out with people who have hurt you, you build your courage to fear bigger hurdles in life. Learn to speak up without acting angry when people treat you unfairly. Stand up for yourself and others in the face of immoral behaviors, and you will naturally feel stronger afterwards. Remember to always keep your calm while at it. Confronting people kindly, yet firmly, is always effective. Number 4. Avoid taking things too personal. Sometimes, situations do not have as much depth as we attach to them. You may feel betrayed by a coworker, when in reality, the person was simply trying to make their way up. We prefer not to admit it, but sometimes, people have to compete for the best things in life, and that is okay. There would be greater things to come. Think about why you are so bothered by a statement made by a stranger. This person does not even know you, so why question your worth on their account? Your mind might simply be coming up with the negativity on its own, so you have to regain control. Practice snapping out of hurtful situations, and you will be able to work under pressure. Number 5. Find a medium of expression. This can be as subtle as taking advantage of the anonymity the internet provides to find a safe space for ranting. So long as you are not hiding behind the computer screen to cause chaos, you can find the strength to move on after pouring out your soul unfiltered. No one even has to see it. If you are brave enough, go ahead and make your opinion open to feedback. Having tough skin sometimes requires being vulnerable to build courage from the not so pleasant feedback you receive. There are two ways things can turn out. You either find that people agree with your uncommon thoughts, which would help build your confidence, or you deal with negative responses, which helps you develop tough skin and learn to forge on in the face of tension. Number 6. Reconsider likability. It is natural to want to be liked. Being liked, in itself, is often an indication of how valuable people are considered. The problem with likability is that it can quickly turn into attention-seeking. Being liked or not is often not an adequate measure of your quality as a human being, especially when you consider how flickering people's appreciation of others can be. To develop tough skin and flourish despite the pressure in the world, understand that you don't have to be liked by everyone. Even some of the world's most respected people have adversaries. By paying less attention to people who don't like you, you will have thicker skin around them and not let yourself be held back by their negativity. Number 7. Take back your power. How much you can achieve in the face of pressure all begins in your mind. When developing your ability to work under pressure, start each day with the resolve not to allow anyone else to ruin your day. Accept in your heart that you have full control over your mind and that no one can gain access without your permission. It is an effective mental trick that puts control back into your hands and helps you keep your emotions in check in the face of provocation. Hurtful words can go right through you without having an effect if you decide in your mind for things to happen that way. Take back your power, reestablish focus, and watch your courage in the face of anxiety build up. Number 8. Pause and reinterpret. By instantly interpreting statements and situations negatively, you open yourself up to hurt. Some of the pain we experience comes from choosing to interpret things wrong, even when there is an opportunity to consider situations from another angle. Maybe past trauma has conditioned your mind to only see things in a certain way, or it is your lack of trust in people. Understand that developing thick skin cannot happen if you keep seeing every criticism as an attack. Pause before reacting, and sometimes assume the best of intentions. There is a good chance that you consider an attack was simply the other person's ignorance playing out. Number 9. Have a mantra. Have you felt like everything and everyone around you was conspiring against you? We have all been there. Those moments of feeling so overwhelmed and being so close to snapping. Here is something to prevent you from bursting out. Begin to repeat a positive statement that reminds you of who you really are and how you have things under your control. Choose a short statement that feels personal to you and that you can easily remember. It could be as simple as saying something like, "I control my emotions," repeatedly. Adding your first name can make it feel even more personal. The journey towards having a thicker skin can take a lifetime of constant practice, but it will help you thrive in life. As promised at the beginning of this video, here is a trick that can help you handle the most hurtful statements or situations. It is called the 10 hours trick. Chances are that whatever hurt you currently feel is only temporary and would be forgotten in a matter of hours. So ask yourself, would this matter in 10 hours? The answer is almost always a no, and this helps you realize that the situation is not worth spoiling your mood. So, what tip was your favorite? Sound off in the comments and give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. And if you find this information helpful, check out this other video from our channel too. Until next time, we wish you a happy and healthy day.